Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm sweeping this barrel stove here today. Normally with these ones, they have access point inside. I don't know if you can see it from where I am, I might be in the way, but with this fire brick, if you lift it up, there's a pin here that goes across. You take that pin out and then this fire brick drops down if you drop the sides down. But today we're quite lucky, so it's been a bit of a hot day today, so we had a nice result with this one. First thing I would say is never stand on these hobs. Never stand on them, always lean over. But this one's got an inspection hatch just right here, and I want to do it this way this time, and then what you want to do is when you take these off, always make sure that you turn them right the way around like that. If you do that, then you won't mark the pipe. But this has got a screw thing here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me raise that up a bit. That's better. As you can see, this has got an inspection hatch where you twist it and then you pull it out, and then there you go. You've got a hole in the chimney. And then we look down there, make sure it's all clean, stick the hoover down there. So and then that's what they look like. I'll hoover it first before showing you. But it's great, really cool. So as I said, I'd normally take all the bricks out, but it's very hot today, and I'm going to do. They don't normally have inspection hatches on barrel stoves, so it's kind of nice that one's got one on there. Otherwise you have to like power sweep them, because unless all the bits come out from inside like that one does, you can't get access to the flue properly, and you have to use the power sweeping rods. So, but basically this is what the inspection hatch looks like. I'll give that a clean out in a minute. I just thought I'd show you that. And then that way now, for me, which is great, what I've got to do is find my faithful 6-inch brush. Let's just make sure we don't make any dust. We've got here, and then this is only 15 feet high, this chimney, so we're only going to need 5 rods for this one. And then basically what we do is we stick it in here like that. It's just access straight in there. Always be careful when you don't ever lean them on this bit here, so it's really easy to think I'll let it go and then I'll go and grab another rod. Make sure your rods are really close to you. Because you can mark these, and being the colour that it is, it will mark quite easy. So basically it's always a good idea just to hold it and then get all your bits that you need, and then just stick them in the hoover. I believe it's going to need to come a bit closer, which is not a problem. But as I said, it's really important. Obviously you want to leave the job like you feel on it. Just stick that in there like that. Let's just put that over here on this side now. I'm not staying here. I can drop that down in there. It's not that dirty. They never are on the first sweep, so we're just going to go up. We'll go slowly up there, just in case it is dirty, and then we might have to block that entrance up. But a lot of the time on the first sweeps, they're very clean. As you can see, we've got 2 rods up there already. But as I said, normally what you would do is you'd go in from inside, you take the 2 side bricks away. But what you can do with these is, this might be the reason why they have put one in, because if you're not experienced with these, then you'll come unstuck with these ones. But you have to lift the brakes out. There's a brake there, you lift the brake out, which gives you access to the bricks around the side. You take the bricks out, then you lift that other brick out, take pins out, drop it all down, and then away you go, sort of thing. So, you know, fortunate 24 years of experience, Obviously you learn all these things, unfortunately the hard way. You can spend hours at one job and you only meant to be there for 45 minutes. What we do is just go slowly, because as I said it's very, very short. There's a beautiful barrel stove, I love these, they're one of my favourite stoves. There's a lot of stoves I like, but the barrel stove's the best, because you can literally have them anywhere in the room. They have their own piping system, so wherever you want them in the room you can have them. And we're at the top. I'll just turn that off, so you can hear that, you know when you're at the top. I mean, you can look outside, but you don't have to. But wait for it. Hear that donk? Hear that? That's fine. With these, they're screwed on, so there's no issues there. They're not going to come off, because it's barrel stove all the way up. And then what you do is just go up and down a couple of times. Remember, always twist it anti-clockwise, and always keep an eye on that hole, because you never know. It could be nice and clean going up, and then you could end up with a bit of an avalanche when you're coming down. So just go nice and slow. And just go up a few times. It's always a good idea, even if it is clean. It's always a good idea to go up a few times. And the other thing I will say is always keep that door closed. Whether it's a normal wood burning stove or whether it's a barrel stove, whatever type of stove it is, always keep that door closed, even if it's got an inspection hatch here, because what will happen is any dust, it could drop down, and if this door is open, it will come into the room and make a lot of mess. So always keep this door shut. And then just go up and down a couple of times. And I can actually see it curling around in there, so keep on. And there's no point putting the torch in there because you won't be able to see. So just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. Keep going around. Nearly at the bottom now. I'd say the brush will be about up here now, to be fair. As I said, it's a very short one, as you can tell. The great thing about them being short is that once the pipe's warm, then they don't soot up, all the smoke goes straight out the top. And obviously, as I said before, the reason why they soot up is because of the smoke taking its time to get up the chimney. And just do that. And obviously, just push the brush down like that. And if you can, try and just do it. And try and keep it. Make sure you keep hold of the brush as well, you don't want it falling down. Just gently take the brush down. You don't want to put it out fast, because it's obviously got some insulation around the sides. And then you grab the tool. See what's going on up there. Remember, just take your time. Really, really slow, no rush. That's why I always give yourself plenty of time for each job. There's no panic. Anytime there's a panic, there's a bird's nest up there and you're not aware of it. So we look in there, get my brush, and we'll have a look in there. For this bit, and when you're hoovering off the stoves, it's the same principle as if it was a normal fireplace or a limestone fireplace. Don't put it on the extra points, just put it around the side of it. So that's what you have to do. Even on the half, really, to be fair, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Just go around on it. Just make sure you don't sort of drag it along the half. You don't want to leave any marks anywhere, because you've done the half bit. The only half bits you're going to have now are the half bits that you're going to make for yourself. So just make sure you have a look down there. What we're going to do now, just going to put my elbow there, so now that's clean. Make sure it's all off. As I said, this time we're really lucky with it one because it's a new one. So next time what I'm probably going to do is don't push hard when you're doing these. There's nothing in there, it's just more dust than anything. And what we're doing is just clean that up a little bit. That inspection hatch on here. As you can see, it's all nice and clean now. As I said, don't stand on the half, and especially don't stand on the edges. When you push it back into position like that, it screws up, screws tight, like that. And then, as I said, with the inspection hatch, this is obviously the inspection hatch cover, but on a woodland and stone pipe it is an inspection hatch as well, so that's all you would have. Just make sure that when you do it, lift it up, like that, and then just turn it around. Take your time. As I said, there's no rush. Just take your time. Make sure it's in position. And go around like that. Don't tighten up too much when you're going around because obviously that's why we always carry spray with us. Because for some reason with these, they put them so precise. As you can see, it's just a little bit there. And then what you do is just open up a little bit and then push it down and that's it. Make sure it's all fine all the way round. Like that. Like that. A little bit loose this one. What you do is going to tighten it up. So that you don't want to stand on the half. So what you've got to do is little nut, you just twist it around a couple of times and then you can it back on and then that goes down in position then. There's a little bit of loose there. Brush it, very simple, twist it a little bit, just untwist that bit. I never understand why they don't overspill the spray, just like a little bit so that you can adjust it a little bit, especially if they've got a hole that big. It doesn't have to be, I don't know what they do, they actually spray it, the pipe with the actual cover on. And then you're sort of like in that situation, see that it's moved a bit. Inside the actual appliance now. all nice and clean. You've got to be careful with these ones as well. Is the type of soot that's up there it can be very oily. So you just got to be careful that if it ever goes on any furniture or anything like that, make sure that you never rub it in. You just put the hoover just above it. And that's it, and that's how you sweep them. Have a great day from Zachary Sweets.